Welcome back to MysteryStock. I am so glad you're tuning in. Hey! So what if I told you that there were lines crossing and crisscrossing our Earth that mark important locations? They are called ley lines and they are kind of like latitude and longitude. They're not lines we can actually see on a map though. People have often found special significance in the unusual landmarks and geological features surrounding them. For example, mountain peaks and majestic valleys may be viewed as sacred, but deep dark caves will often be considered the domain of the underworld or haunted. As for the supernatural component, the ley lines mystery deepens when it's revealed what they connect. Along the ley lines lie the Great Pyramids of Giza, Chichen Itza, and Stonehenge, all considered wonders of the world that continue to surprise archaeologists today. Some people believe that a grid of Earth's energy circles the globe, connecting these important and sacred sites. But you won't find ley lines discussed in geography or geology textbooks because they aren't measurable. Though the lines are geographically accurate on occasion, the existence of these ley lines has been contested since archaeologist Alfred Watkins made his observations in 1921. Ley line experts cannot agree on which sacred sites should be included as data points. Some internationally known ancient sites are obvious choices, such as England's Stonehenge or Egypt's Great Pyramids and also Peru's Machu Picchu ruins. But on a regional and local level, it's anyone's game. How big a hill counts as an important hill? Which wells are old enough or important enough? By selectively choosing which data points to include or leave out, a person can come up with any pattern he or she wishes to find. You can see why some are skeptical. So I guess we must address the question, what exactly is a ley line? Well, firstly it must be noted that there is a distinction between what are called energy ley lines and true ley lines. Energy leys are wide beams of energy crises crossing our landscape. These leys are fractures or changes in the Earth's crust and are affected by the pull of gravity from the Sun and Moon. True ley lines are ancient straight traders' tracks first identified by Alfred Watkins in the 1920s. These leys have at least 5 aligned sacred sites on them within short distances of each other. What is it about energy leys that are said to attract hauntings? Well, most of the Earth's leys are positive, but when 2 of these leys cross or intersect, a vortex of negative energy is then created. It is like a powerful magnet attracting all kinds of lower vibrational spirit, energy or entity, and even sometimes people. These entities can then draw off the energy and feed on it, which they are said to use to manifest. Bodmin Jail in Cornwall is a place where 2 such energy lines cross and they form lower energy vortexes, which can also affect the way people behave in such places. They will be prone or influenced to lower vibrational thoughts, paranoia, anger, ego and fear and so on. It can be a source of food to an entity to recharge their essence, so be careful if you visit these places. Hauntings are also said to occur at locations where underground veins of water are found and can distort the Earth's energy. Not all haunting phenomena on energy leys are of a spiritual nature. Ley energy is thought to produce vibrations on such a low frequency that although inaudible to the human ear can still alter our perceptions. It can create headaches, nausea, dizziness and weird tingling sensations on our skin. I hope you are enjoying this so far. Please consider subscribing as we make new videos like this 3 or more times every week. Thank you. In 1962, a group was established called the Ley Hunters Club. The enthusiasts traveled around the British landscape seeking to identify what they believed to be ley lines connecting various historic structures. Parish churches were favored by the ley hunters, who often worked on the assumption that such churches had almost always been built above pre-Christian sacred sites. During the 1970s and 1980s, a belief in ley lines fed into the pagan community. Research that took place found that various modern druids were along ley lines, and other pagans believed that there were ley lines focusing on the early Neolithic site of Coldrum Long Barrow in Kent, southeast England. In the city of Seattle in the US, an organization called the Geo Group plotted what they believed were ley lines across the city. They stated that their project made Seattle the first city on Earth to balance and tune its ley line system. The Seattle Arts Commission contributed $5,000 to the project. As much as we have investigated ley lines as best as we can, there is no definitive proof they exist. British archaeology has become more open to ideas about language and cognition, topics that Earth mysteries enthusiasts have long been interested in. So maybe we will see further investigation into ley lines as our technologies improve. To summarize, ley lines are not proven, but there is a wealth of evidence to suggest they exist. If we look at this with a perspective that everything is energy, then it is not outside the realms of possibility that these ley lines have shaped our world. As always, we leave it up to you. Please let us know what you think. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed this. See you in the next one.